What is up, guys? Welcome back to Wrestling Crossroads. As always, I am one half dynamic duo twisted alongside Brother Pyro.
What's up, y'all?
And we are covering NXT's Vengeance Day. I gotta say, this is one of my favorite pay-per-views for NXT.
It came later.
It did.
It usually lands like Valentines weekend.
Yeah.
So, like, the fact that we're getting it almost a month later kind of bothers me, but...
That's kind of been the theme with most of the pay-per-views around nowadays.
Let's get into it.
Jump us in.
So, we had a pretty stacked card. All of these matches definitely have a lot of personal tie-ins. First up, we're going to talk about the NXT Women's North American Championship. After, a long-standing with the Cullings, Tatum Paxley found herself on top of the mountain, winning the NXT Women's Championship.
Yep.
However, shortly after, Izzie Dame would go on to cost her the championship, excommunicating her from the group, and them kind of having that back and forth. You were my friend, why did you do this?
Mm-hmm.
And Izzie and the rest of the Cullings kind of, you never really fit in with us anyway.
Mm-hmm. You never really belonged here.
And after Izzie went on to dethrone Thea Hale for the NXT Women's North American Championship, and again, a lot of back and forth between Tatum and Izzie, we find ourselves here where Izzie is now defending against Tatum, former friend Tatum Paxley.
Mm-hmm.
Tatum looks to do right or wrong and do exactly what the Cullings and Izzie did to her, and take away the gold that they hold oh so precious to them.
Yes.
Going into our predictions, myself and Desario are going Izzie Dame just because the backing of the Cullings, and this is definitely one of those. Clearly, she's not in the best standings with the group.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I need to prove that I'm still worthy of being here. Everybody else going Tatum.
Yes. I personally, I know for myself, I'm more or less going Tatum for not only her not being in the best standings with the Cullings, because it might be in the back of her head that she needs to be good enough and then she slips up. That's a possibility. But also, when you look at it, this would be Tatum's match to win because of all the other matches that Izzie has put her at a loss to.
That's very fair.
This is, one of those, I've done the chase, now it's for something really big. Can she stand on her own 2 feet? And Tatum's been at the top, so Tatum knows what it takes to win that. Now we're here, I think Tatum takes it. Honestly,
I'm hoping it's Tatum. You know how much I love my Paxley.
Yes.
You know how much I love Tatum Paxley.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, it could be, hey, call-up time, but I don't see Tatum going to the main roster for a while.
No, not yet. Not yet.
For a while. I think she's one of those that kind of moseys around in NXT a little longer than she should before going up, but that's because the crowd has to be ready for her.
Exactly. All right, why don't you take us into the next one?
Yep, next match is a street fight between Blake Monroe and Jaida Parker. Now, this all came about because on January 13th, Jaida made her return back to NXT. I know you love Miss Faka. She did interrupt Blake Monroe. Blake didn't like that. They've been having confrontations back and forth. Monroe did attack Jaida Parker in the parking lot before the February 3rd episode of NXT. They faced each other that following episode. However, it ended in a count-out, so neither woman had won that. After which, 2 weeks later, Parker attacked Monroe during her speed tournament, causing her to lose, and the interim general manager of NXT, Robert Stone, said, you know what? Here we go. No rules. Have at it. Fight.
You know what? Speaking of interim general manager, either make him general manager or bring back William Regal.
I agree. Going into our predictions, we have 2 that are with Blake Monroe. We have Flash and Desario. Everybody else goes Miss Paka. I know Hex and Cauldron have both agreed it is time to give her something, and I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Give her something. And honestly, this style of match really does benefit her more. She's shown she's really willing to do whatever it takes to pull out a dub. And Miss Parker ain't one to be taken lightly.
No, but I do kind of fit with what Desario did say on the way of Blake winning this. When she does tap into that side, she can become a killer.
Absolutely. We saw it a lot when she was Mariah May in AEW. She had that vicious
killer
side.
instinct.
Watch her feud with Toni Storm over the AEW Women's World Title.
Mm-hmm.
She's got that killer instinct. She really does know how to tap in when she needs to.
Yes.
So I can really see this one going either way. I think this is gonna be the match that takes the show.
I definitely agree.
I genuinely think this is gonna be match of the night.
Why don't you take us into our
match number 3 on the card? Tony D'Angelo and Dion Lennox. Now this stems back about a year or so. Stand and Deliver, the family Darkstate rivalry for any one of those of you that remember that rivalry over the NXT tag titles, I believe.
Yes.
Tone, after having lost to Darkstate on more than one occasion, the family kind of imploded, fell apart, and Tony blames Darkstate for why he lost his family. Why he lost his people. Mm-hmm. And now he's out for revenge after taking some much needed time away to really evaluate and, find himself. He came back with, you took everything from me and now it's my turn.
According to what him and Ava have spoken about, he took some time in a detention.
All I'm saying is Tony D, you don't mess with the mob.
No.
And Tony D is a prime example of why. Look, Tony D has come out and he has
systematically torn them down one by one.
Oh yeah, he has gotten into all of their heads. He is living rent-free up there. He has cost them their NXT tag titles. He has cost them match after match. He has systematically started beating them down one by one. And Dion Lennox, you're just next on the chopping block here, my friend. You can have Darkstate in your back corner, but Tony D isn't a man without a plan.
Yep.
So going into our predictions, Desario stands alone with Dion Lennox, whereas the rest of us are going the Don Tony D'Angelo. Like, this man has held gold in...
Needs to hold the big gold, though.
Hasn't held the big gold, but he is a North American champion. He is a Heritage Cup champion, and he is a tag team champion. He knows what it takes to get the job done. And if you're on his bad side, even more motivation, which Darkstate is. Dion Lennox, they really just threw you to the wolves. You are their sacrifice right now.
Mm-hmm. Looking at Desario's reasoning, because he is the lone wolf standing on his own per usual, he did say, liking the storyline, I want to take Tony, but I feel Lennox wins. Plus, D'Angelo feels like he has been in NXT for 10 years. Might be time for WWE to either move him up or move him out.
Let him finish getting his 10 pounds of flesh from Darkstate before you make that move. Let him wrap up some loose ends, because the Mafia never likes their loose ends.
Oh, no, I wholeheartedly agree with that. Next match up, we have the Underground match, Lola Vice versus Kelani Jordan. Now, this came about because I believe it was a rematch that had happened between these two, where Jordan won by submission because she broke Vice's hand, if I remember correctly. So this has been going back and forth for a while. They've, tried to out-submit each other, more or less. So we have an Underground match for this. Looking at predictions, everyone's going Vice.
I don't care how athletic you are or how athletic you want to be. Are you telling me you have missed, I did gymnastics forever, has a chance against a legit MMA fighter?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Lola got them hands.
No, she does.
Lola is always ready to kick ass.
And going into Desario's predictions, because we all know I love the way that he describes everything. He says, do we really think Kelani has a chance in hell against Lola in this type of match? Lola beat Blazer clean in this match. I don't care what they do in vignettes. Nothing will convince me Lola doesn't destroy Kelani. And I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Dude, like I said, Kelani, I don't care how athletic you are, you ain't got a chance once Lola decides she's going to punch you in the face.
No.
Everybody's got a plan till you get punched in the face.
Everybody's got a plan till they catch these hands.
Yeah, Lola is at the top of her game right now. What is it? She's AAA mixed tag champion still with Mr. Iguana.
Iguana.
We are looking at somebody that has performed in that main event scene countless times. Should they have pulled the trigger and given her one of those wins?
Yes.
Absolutely. But that's not what we're going to talk about. Because, Kelani, what have you really done with yourself? I know inaugural NXT Women's North American Champion, da-da-da-da-da. But outside of that, you haven't really been relevant.
She's had the TNA Women's title. Knockouts.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's forgettable. There's a reason for that.
It's Kelani Jordan.
Screw Kelani. We don't like Lonnie.
Yeah, no, Lola Vice is about to have a whole lot of fun.
It's going to be, look, a cartwheel. Oh, look, your teeth are down your throat.
Exactly. This match is going to be a lot of fun to watch because, you know me, I love my Lola Vice, and you know I love watching her put hands.
Oh, yeah.
To everybody and their mama.
All right, last match on the card.
Our main event of the evening. Joe Hendry defends his NXT Championship against former champion in his own right, Ricky Saints. Joe Hendry is champion due to winning a ladder match earlier this year that it involved Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints had dropped the title to Oba Femi before Oba got his call up and vacated the title.
Dropped the title. He lost the title to Oba Femi. Oba Femi vacated the title.
That's what I said. Saints lost the title, or dropped the title, to Oba.
It was the way you had worded it.
And then Oba...
seemed like...
And then Oba went on, after successfully defending the title, went on to vacate it, leading to a series of qualifying matches for a 6-man ladder match.
Up he climbed.
Which Joe Hendry climbed and...
believed.
We all believed. And now we have him as champion. Ricky Saints is looking to regain the title that he feels he really shouldn't have lost. These two have been going back and forth verbally.
And attacks. There have been
some attacks, but for the most part, verbally, over the last few weeks. And it's going to culminate tonight. I really wish there would have been just a little bit of a stipulation here, because I feel like it would have been fun. But
you can't challenge for the title.
Oh.
No, I wish that would have been it. You can't challenge for the title as long as I'm champion because you decided you was going to attack me because you mad that you lost the title in your own right.
Right. But going into our predictions, Hex, Cauldron, Flash, and Tank all believe in Joe Hendry, whereas you, me, and Desario are all going Ricky Saints. We love Joe Hendry. Great champion. Look at the work he did as TNH World Champion. I feel like, could we stand for an extended run in NXT? Yes, but let's be real. After some mix-ins with NXT and the main roster, Joe Hendry is ready for that call-up, and it's going to happen sooner rather than later.
Yep. We all know it's coming.
He drops here. He's called up within the next couple weeks.
All right. Gets called up about Mania. Yeah. I can see it. With that being said, that does conclude Vengeance Day for NXT. Are you excited for the overall of this?
I am. I've been a little out of the loop with NXT, I'm not going to lie, but I think this is going to be a fun way to bring Brother Pyro back into the fold.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And with that being said, we hope you guys enjoy the pay-per-view this weekend.
But I think this is going to be a fun way to bring Brother Pyro back into the fold.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And with that being said, we hope you guys enjoy the pay-per-view this weekend.